Genesis. We took it easy on you this week. Genesis. Yeah. Genesis 41. Matter of fact, take this time if you would like to, if you're using your Bible app. If you don't have the Easy Read version, the ERV, go ahead and download that right quick. It's going to be free in your Bible app, most of them anyway. We're going to read some a little bit later from the ERV, the Easy Read version. But for this morning, we're going to read from the KJV, Genesis chapter 41. And we're going to read the B part of verse number 52. Genesis 41 and 52. Matter of fact, let's do this. I got to do this for some contextual clarity. Scroll up to chapter 39. Clem, you stay there on screen. I know I ain't tell you this part. It's all good. 39 and 20. 39 and 20. Scroll up in your Bible app. Or turn your page 2-3 times. I need for you to follow me. I'm going to be jumping.
All right.
But it's all in the Word of God. All found. Say amen.
Amen.
If you need a moment, say hold on. I heard one.
She done.
We're in the book of Genesis. Now, it sounds like it came from this area over here, so we ought to know where our books of the Bible at by now, Jamal. We ought to know where Genesis at. It didn't sound like a visitor that said that when I said it. We all right. We family. Genesis 31. We're going to start there. Follow me. What I say? 39. Genesis 39, 20. The A part. We're going to start there. We're going to jump around a little bit. Then we'll get to verse 52b, 41. Okay. Y'all with me?
Amen.
All right. Genesis 39 and 20, you will find this. The A part. And Joseph's master took him and put him into the prison.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all see that?
Yes, sir.
Go down to chapter 41, verse 14. KJV. Then Pharaoh sent and called Joseph, and they brought him hastily out of the dungeon. Y'all see that? And he shaved himself and changed his raiment and came in unto Pharaoh. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I have dreamed a dream, and there is none that can interpret it. And I have heard say of thee that thou canst understand a dream to interpret it.
All right.
Y'all with me?
Amen.
Drop down to verse 42. And Pharaoh took off his ring from his hand and put it upon Joseph's hand, and arrayed him in vestures of fine linen, and put a gold chain about his neck. And he made him to ride in the second chariot which he had, and they cried before him, bow the knee. And he made him ruler over all the land of Egypt. Now verse 52, the B part. And Joseph said, for God hath caused me to be fruitful in the land of my affliction.
Okay.
Read that again. For God hath caused me to be fruitful in the land of my affliction.
All right.
Now, I told y'all, I talked to myself. Have I told y'all that before?
Yeah.
Have I told you that before?
Yes, sir.
And I've seen y'all walking around here. And so I know I ain't the only one to talk to myself.
Come on.
I done seen some of y'all having some conversations. But won't nobody around you. I ain't say nothing. I ain't the only one to talk to myself. So right here, I want everybody to repeat after me. I want you to talk to yourself. Say, self, I can be.
I can be.
Now, that ain't everybody in here. I want everybody in here to talk to yourself. Self, I can be.
I can be.
Fruitful, in my affliction. One more time. Self, I can be.
I can be.
Fruitful, in my affliction. Now turn to your neighbor, tell them, neighbor, we can be fruitful in our afflictions. You may be seated. Some of us know that the journey, the hardest journey is the one that is most fruitful. Many times God's teaching moments, they come with and come through adversity.
Yes, sir.
Can I get an amen on that?
Amen.
Yeah. We're going to look at Joseph. And around the age of 17, his own brothers sold him into slavery. But by the age of 30, he had been named the prime minister of Egypt.
Amen. All right.
Now, what happened in between is not only the stuff of great Hollywood movies, but also makes for a great testimony.
Come on.
Affliction can be a burden,
Yes, sir.
but it can also be a blessing. Y'all say, Brown, you don't lost your mind. That might sound crazy, but unless a lump of coal is crushed deep within the earth under the weight of thousands of years of pressure,
Come on.
it will never become a diamond. Do you know that?
Yes, sir.
We know the ladies, y'all love diamonds. Y'all love diamonds. And you go to the jewelry store and that diamond, they have it in the case. It is well lit, it is bright, and it is polished. But that diamond has been major time under pressure. That diamond we spend major money on was once a lump of coal. Now, unless we too are pressure and pressed, we shall never discover our real potential in Christ Jesus. We're going to look at the story of Joseph for an example, and time won't allow me to give all the details, but let me just give a quick overview so that we are clear. Joseph is one of 12 brothers. And we know men are competitive, and the brothers became jealous of Joseph, for he was their father's favorite son.
That's right. Yeah.
Y'all know how that goes when you got the favorite child. And what really upset them was this coat, this beautiful coat that Jacob made for his favorite son. And in those days, a man's coat told you a whole lot about him. It told you about his station in life or his position in the family. Joseph's coat was colorful and expensive. Y'all, anybody ever had on something expensive before?
Come on.
Don't you feel different when you know you spend a little money on something? Don't you feel a little different? I see people lying to hear. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And so his brothers, they very likely they wore the traditional coat of goat hairs of herders, and they were jealous of him. Joseph told them about a dream that he had that one day he will rule over them. Y'all remember that? They threw him in a well, and then they blooded up his coat and told their father he was dead. That's cold-blooded. And if that ain't enough, after a while they pulled him out the well and sold him to slave traders. I wish I had somebody to help me this morning.
Come on.
Joseph then ends up in Potiphar's house. And soon he became a favorite once again. Everything that Joseph did was right, and everything that Joseph touched turned to gold. And so Potiphar treated Joseph well. And that is until Miss Potiphar. Miss Potiphar made a play for Joseph, and he declined. He declined the invitation.
Amen.
And then what Miss Potiphar did, she turned around, she flipped the script on Joseph and told her husband that Joseph tried to rape her.
Come on.
So the Potiphar put Joseph in prison. And that is where we begin our lesson today, with Joseph being put in prison. Everything that we experience in life can teach us a lesson. Amen, somebody. Whether it be the good, the bad, or the ugly.
Come on, come on.
God wants you to know that there is something to be gleaned, something to be learned out of every situation. To prove God's point, we're going to look at three things today. We're going to look at how prison led to preparation and ultimately a promotion. I want to know, how can I be fruitful in my affliction?
Come on now.
That's your subject today. Y'all got time for this?
Come on.
Fruitful in my affliction. First of all, we sometimes find ourselves in prison. That's a tough place to learn a lesson.
Well,
but people do it every day. And like some of in our prisons today, Joseph was thrown in prison over trumped up charges.
Well,
They had no validity and they were absolute false.
Yes.
Joseph was falsely accused. Anybody ever been falsely accused before?
yes.
How that make you feel, people lie on you?
Come on now.
I can't stand people to lie. Oh Lord, I can't stand people to lie on me.
Come on now.
It gets my blood going. I'd rather you lie to me than lie on me. Amen, somebody. Joseph was falsely accused. There was no DNA test to prove his innocence, no lawyer to argue his case, and no family to press for a child. And so there are a trial, rather. Therefore, Joseph spent several years in prison, in jail. He was locked up. Oh Lord, he was locked. See, when we hear locked up, many of us think about downtown or over there in Rayford. Amen. In the prisons, but how many know you can be locked up right there in your own house? How many know that?
amen.
Amen.
How many know that? We have people that are locked up right now, sitting here among us. Sometimes we can be locked up in the prison of our own mind.
Come on now.
The prison of our own will. Amen. Jesus said in John 16:33, in this world you shall have tribulation.
Come on now.
But what is this tribulation all about? What can we learn from a hardship that we can't learn some other way?
Amen.
I mean, have you ever asked that question before? Why me, Lord? Or have you ever asked the Lord, why do you have to endure tribulations? Oh, I'm the only one in here.
Well,
I'm the only one. Joseph was sold into slavery and later sent to prison on false accusations.
well,
Surely he had endured enough for one life, and many times I'm sure he probably felt like giving up. Y'all remember Job? Job, the Bible says he lost 10 children, and his body was covered in all these excruciating boils, feeling as though God had abandoned him, and even his friends
well,
began to lecture him. And matter of fact, Job said on one occasion, why don't I just die?
Yeah.
Everybody been there before?
Well,
Job said, Lord, why don't I just die? It's in your Bible, Job 3:11. Why died I not from the womb?
well,
Why did I not give up the ghost when I came out the belly? Look, I talk to myself. And I ain't just started talking to myself just go. I've been talking to myself a long time. And I don't know about nobody in here, but there have been many times I had the same thought that Job had when life begins to put pressure on me, when life begins to squeeze me. Lord, why don't you just take me out right now?
man.
It's just me and Job. But why, Jesus? Why do we have tribulation?
come on now.
I mean, don't you love us, Jesus?
Well,
It would seem like if you love us, Jesus, we want things to go well. See, that's part of our problem. We want things to always be well with us.
amen.
Well, for one, tribulations teach us patience.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Amen.
See, we don't run ahead of God when we need Him. We stay right close to God. We know when we're in trouble. We know when we need the Lord, and we stay close to God. Oh, but when things go well with us, amen, sometimes we lose our spiritual connection. Sometimes we stop praying the way we used to.
Well, amen.
Amen. But when life begins to get sour, God has a way of getting your attention. Maybe it's just me, but I know God certainly has a way to get my attention. Every drop, laser focused. God had Joseph's attention. Everything that Job did was for the glory of God. And that's the most important point about prison or tribulation. If you are a child of God, you can shine anywhere. Your light should not go dim just because you're under attack by the adversary. I'm convinced this morning that some of us have our lights on dimmer switches. Amen, somebody. Depending on where we are or depending on who we are dealing with, some of us turn our lights down.
Well,
but Joseph let God take charge of his prison experience, and he trusted God for a favorable outcome. Look at the Bible here in Genesis 39:21. It says, but the Lord was with Joseph and showed him mercy and gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison. That's cold-blooded. And the keeper of the prison committed to Joseph's hand all the prisoners that were in the prison. And whatsoever they did there, he was the doer of it. The keeper of the prison looked not to anything that was under his hand, because the Lord was with him. And that which Joseph did, the Lord made it prosper.
amen.
There's some people in your life right now, and they're seeing you prosper, and they can understand what's going on with you.
Amen.
You can prosper in wherever you are. It doesn't matter what your income. It doesn't matter what your neighborhood is. It doesn't matter what kind of car you drive. You can prosper no matter what is going on with you.
Amen. Amen.
We make these cliche sayings many times. We say stuff like, God can make a way out of no way. But do we really believe that? Joseph found grace even in the midst of his grief. He was God's chosen leader, and he used his God-given talent to organize the prisoners. Listen, when God chooses you, when God gives you what he gives you, can't nobody take it away from you.
Preach, Brown.
It does not matter what they say about you. It does not matter what it looks like. The fact of the matter is God gave him something and he used it to the glory of God. It does not matter what the circumstances are. You can rise to your position in Christ. If you're going through something right now, you are cramming for a test. Anybody have a cram before? Yeah, 2-3 years. We have crammed for a test. You should be burning the midnight oil. You should be studying your situation. And by the way, quit peeking at other people's test papers.
All right, now. Come on now.
Y'all didn't hear what I said. I say quit peeking at other people's test papers. In light of the scripture, and ask God for the answers to your situation. You see, we don't have the same test.
Come on now.
My answers don't match your answers.
Preach, Brown.
You ever see somebody copy your paper and they copy it wrong because they got a whole different test than what you got?
Come on now. Amen.
Quit peeking at one another's test, because you wind up thinking you passed and then find out you've been peeking at the wrong test. You have a tribulation role to play, and God is counting on you to play your role and play it well. We must not give up. We got to keep pressing on. If you download that ERV, we're getting ready to go there, because while Joseph was in prison, the king of Egypt threw his butler and the baker in there too. The Bible doesn't say why these two men went to jail, but only that they offended the king. Maybe he caught him talking about it, or whatever the situation is, I don't know. But whatever it was, it angered the king to the point to where he put them both in jail. One night, the butler and the baker both had dreams.
Well,
they asked Joseph to interpret these dreams. And this is important, because remember, pain has purpose. And so does prison also have a purpose. Joseph told the butler he will be freed and get his old job back. Joseph then, he turned around and asked for a favor. Let's go to Genesis chapter 40 and verse number 14 of the ERV. Genesis chapter 40 and verse 14 and 15. You got it, Jamal? Read.
But when you are free.
But when you are free. Listen to Joseph talking to the butler. Read it again.
But when you are free,
But when you are free,
remember me.
you see that?
Yes, sir.
Remember me.
Well,
That's an indicator of how Joseph treated the butler while they were in prison. Because had Joseph mistreated the butler, why would he tell him to remember him?
all right.
Read.
Be good to me and
Be good to me.
And
Read.
help me.
And help me. Read.
tell Pharaoh
Tell Pharaoh.
about me
Tell him about me. Read.
so that I can get out of this
So I can
prison.
get out of this prison. Read.
I was kidnapped
I was kidnapped
and taken from the land of
and
my
taken from the land of my people. Read.
the Hebrews.
The Hebrews. Read.
I have done nothing.
I ain't done nothing. I shouldn't even be here.
That's right.
And then, so here Joseph's talking to the butler. And the banker, he peeking at the wrong test. Amen. The banker overhears what Joseph has then told the butler. And so now the banker has gotten excited. I had a dream too. I had a dream too. Tell me about my dream. But the news was not so good for the banker. Joseph told him that in 3 days, Pharaoh was going to chop off his head, impale his body on a pole, and the birds going to pick his flesh. Why is that important? We talked about prison, but now let's talk about preparation.
Yes, sir.
When we feel imprisoned by our difficulties, listen to me, this is key. When we feel imprisoned by our difficulties, God is preparing us for his plan. Oh, y'all got quiet.
Come on.
Y'all missed y'all shout. Let me read that again. God is preparing us for his plan.
Amen.
After a while, the king had a dream that troubled him. It troubled also all of his people that are around him, all of the magicians and the soothsayers, and no one could figure out what his dream meant.
Okay.
Y'all remember the butler? Yeah. Joseph told him, remember me. Remember that?
Yeah.
So now the butler is now once again back in place. He is once again, he got his old job back, and he is the chief butler. He told the king about Joseph's power to interpret dreams. So the king called Joseph, who was still in prison. The king called Joseph from the prison into the palace to interpret his dream.
Well,
that was God. Now let's look at chapter 41, verse 14 through 16 of ERV. Read.
So Pharaoh called
Joseph from the prison. Read.
The guards quickly got Joseph out.
The guards quickly got Joseph out of prison. Read.
Joseph shaved.
Joseph shaved.
Put on some clothes.
He put on some. Hold it.
come on. Come on.
He in prison.
He in prison.
To my preparation. Preparation.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes we want to blame the man for everything, and some things we can control ourselves.
Control ourselves. Yes, sir.
Amen.
Yes, sir.
Some things we control ourselves.
Amen.
He told him a while ago, tell the king about me. Now remember that.
Yeah.
Be good to me. Tell the king about me. And now the king is in trouble. The king is bothered. And now the king has sent for Joseph. He's still in prison. But before he went to the king, what did he do again, Jamal? What did he go? The guards quickly got Joseph out of prison. Read.
Joseph shaved.
He shaved.
Put on some clothes.
He put on some deodorant and clean clothes.
Yeah.
And
he went to see Pharaoh. Y'all see that?
Yes, come on.
He got himself ready. He prepared himself to go before the king.
That's right.
Some of us got a problem with respect. We got a problem with respect. He a man just like I'm a man. No, he's the king.
Come on now.
You want the king to help you on your terms. That's part of our problem. Read, Jamal. 15.
Pharaoh said to Joseph. Read. I had a dream. And no one can explain it for me.
And nobody can explain it. Read.
I heard that you can explain it.
I heard that you can explain it. Read.
When someone tells you
When somebody tell you about it, read.
Joseph answered.
Well, watch this. Joseph answered.
I cannot. But God.
But God can.
Explain the dream.
Explain the dream. Y'all see that?
Yes, sir.
Joseph put himself in position
That's right.
to be brought to the king.
Yes.
And before he went to the king, he made himself presentable.
Yes.
He took a bath and he got his clothes together and he put on some deodorant and all that kind of stuff. And then when he got to the king, he humbled himself.
Yes, sir.
He humbled himself.
Yes.
He didn't take glory for none. Read 16 again, Jamal. Joseph answered,
I cannot.
I cannot.
But God.
But God. We need to learn how to have a but God testimony.
That's right. Amen.
But God. But God can explain the dream for you, O Pharaoh. But see, that's not the end, because there is more preparation to come. The king's dream, in fact, was preparation for Egypt. Joseph explained to the king that God was warning him about 7 years of bounty followed by 7 years of famine. Drop down to verse 32, Jamal. Joseph took this opportunity to plant a seed. Watch the preparation. Watch the preparation. 32, read. Pharaoh.
You had two dreams.
You had two dreams about the same thing. Read.
That means God.
That means God wanted to show you. Read.
That he really would make this happen.
He really
Make this happen.
gonna make this happen. Read.
And he will make it happen.
And he gonna make it happen
Soon.
soon.
So.
Watch you. Read.
Pharaoh.
So Pharaoh,
You should choose a wise,
you should choose.
A wise.
Read.
intelligent,
You should choose what?
a wise.
You should choose
A wise.
a wise man.
Intelligent.
Wise,
A
intelligent.
wise intelligent.
You see, I had to learn, and I'm still learning. You can say a thing
Right.
without saying a
Not
thing.
saying it.
Come on. Say it
You,
again.
you know what I'm talking about? You can say a thing
Without saying it.
without saying a thing.
Come on now.
I believe there's all kinds of ways to communicate. But you see, some of us, we want to say what's on our mind all the time. No filter. It don't matter. We just want to, because it's on my mind, I want to tell you, Pharaoh, that you need me. God gave me the gift that you need, Pharaoh. Therefore, you need to put me in place so I can tell me your dreams. No, that's not what he said. So, Pharaoh, you should choose a wise, intelligent man and put him,
In charge of Egypt.
and put him in charge of Egypt. Y'all see that?
Yes, sir.
Prison led to preparation. That was God's plan. We plan for the small stuff, but God is a big picture God.
Amen.
He's looking at the whole situation. Now watch this. Go down to 38. Now check this out. What did the king have to say about all this? We talked about prison, and then we talked about preparation, but now comes the promotion.
Come on.
Watch this, verse 38. Read.
Then Pharaoh told him,
Then Pharaoh told him,
I don't think we can find anyone.
I don't think. Now, you remember what Joseph just told him a while ago?
Yes, sir. You need to find.
You remember?
You need to
You
find.
should choose a wise. You remember? Okay.
Wise.
38 again, Jamal. Then Pharaoh
told him,
read.
I don't think we can find
I don't think we can find
anyone better
anybody better than Joseph
to take this
to
job.
take this job.
God's spirit
God's spirit
is in him,
making him
very wise.
Read.
So Pharaoh said to
So
Joseph,
Pharaoh said to Joseph, read.
God showed these things.
God showed these things to you.
So you must be the wise.
So you must be
Come on now.
the wise.
What did Joseph tell him a while ago? You should choose. You should choose a wise man and put him in charge of the whole country. God, look at God working on the king. See, don't tell me God can work on your enemies.
Come on now. Amen.
Don't tell me God can work on those that oppose you. Here we have a good example of God working through the king. Verse 39. So Pharaoh said to Joseph, God showed these things to you. Read.
So you must be the
You
wisest man.
must be the wisest man. Read.
I will put you in charge
I will put you
In charge.
in charge
of my country.
of my what?
Country.
Of the front porch.
Country.
Of the kitchen.
Country.
Of the house.
Country.
You will be the yard man.
Country.
I'm going to put you in charge of the whole country. Here's a man who was in prison on false accusations. Now he's standing before the king and has been promoted to second in charge. Read.
And the people will obey.
The people will obey all, read.
Your commands.
Your commands, read.
I will be the only one.
I will be the only one.
More powerful.
More powerful.
Than you.
Than you. Y'all see that? The king put Joseph in charge. A leader is a leader, no matter where God places you.
Amen.
You can be homeless and be a leader.
Come on now.
You can be in prison and be a leader. You can be stuck in a well by your jealous brothers and still become a leader if that's God's plan.
Come on now.
And that's a hard pill for some of us to swallow. Some of us got pride issues over what we want to do or how we see ourselves. But peradventure, God don't see you like that. Peradventure, God has another plan for you. I love how the Bible describes Joseph's position in the palace. Everywhere the king went, Joseph's chariot was right behind the ears. Joseph was arrayed in fine linen and gold and had a fat ring on his finger to symbolize his authority. I wonder what some of us would say if we were looking at Joseph. Here's a guy who was in prison. Now he is the vice president, if you will. And he walking around arrayed with visible symbols, the ring, if you will, of his authority. I wonder how some of us will talk about Joseph. Who do you think he is? Matter of fact, everywhere they went, the men who were carrying Joseph's chariot would tell the citizens, get down on your knees.
All right.
All right now.
Preach, Brown.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I wonder if we do that in the Church of Christ.
All right now.
Some of us got a problem with authority. We got a problem showing respect
All right.
to other people. And that's funny how people do some stuff like that. Some people have a problem showing respect to others. But don't let them mess around and be the one in position of authority. Maybe that's why you ain't got no. Oh, excuse me. Praise the Lord in here.
Be real now. Be real.
That came out wrong. Yeah, I did. Get on your knees. This is Joseph, the ruler over all of Egypt. God has a purpose and a plan for